This newscast is brought to you by Lavo.
Hello friends and colleagues. While we continue exploring the IBC show floor, take a moment to watch Chyron's presentation. Please excuse a few audio imperfections during the recording. The challenging RF environment in the exhibition hall was to blame. To fully experience Chyron's solutions at their best, we recommend visiting the company's booth in person.
Hello everybody and welcome to IBC 2025. My name is Juan Gonzalez and especially welcome to this Chyron booth. I want to show you our low profile studio that we have here that we've been able to put together thanks to our partners Panasonic for the 4K camera, Moses for the rail and for the Star Tracker system, Icon for the lights. We also have ProSight for the green screen that you don't see behind me because it's being keyed by an Ultimat 12 Black Magic product. Again, I also want to thank the folks in our creative services team for doing such a great job to be able to show such a beautiful set. First thing I want to be able to show everybody is the integration that we have with our weather product. So here we have in our booth, we have a WeatherPod 2 where you'll be able to see our complete weather solution. In this example, we're showing how a forced weather entry by a journalist or by a weather presenter can be not only shown on TV in real time, but also affect the environment that you're seeing behind me in the window. So as we see rain here, you're also going to be able to see that I changed to snow. And when it went sunny, all the precipitation that's going on in the windows behind me are going to go away. Now, when we talk about weather, not only do we have the ability of doing that, but also tying in directly from the weather solution to being able to show not only the conditions, the minimum maximum temperatures, all the other data relating to sunrise, sunset, anything that's coming out of the weather solution data-wise could be mapped really easily to the VSAR solution as well. Some other integrations that we have from VSAR to other products is the output of Prime. Right here we're seeing Prime clips. It could be Prime CG. It's fed into our VSAR system, so you could have real-time graphics also being generated outside of the virtual reality system and fed in as a monitor within the presentation. Some other integrations that I'm really happy to show you here is our Axis Maps integration. So Axis Maps is our cloud map creation, news, video clips, and image creation tool. Here we have an example of Toronto. This example is pretty flat, but what I really want to show you is the ability to bring in geometry from buildings from our map software. So if you get a chance to go see Axis Maps 2.0, an offering we have here in our stand, please take a look to see how easy it is for you to generate these types of maps and how easy it is for you to be able to incorporate all the volume of all these buildings that you see in your presentation. Here is basically a map of Toronto that we're showing as a 2026 World Cup game venue. We have the Rogers Center and the CN Tower. Again, if you want to see some more of this, we have the stand here, Axis Maps 2.0, which will be able to show you a lot of that technology. The other thing that I wanted to show everybody, how easy I can do sports production. In this example, we have elements that are here created by a producer. These elements that were created by a producer were added to an EMPS rundown, and that rundown is now being controlled by my little tablet here. So at the end of the day, I could cycle through these scores that have been filed as a graphic really easily. Now, why is that important? Because in this presentation where I'm showing quarterfinal games, semifinal games leading up to the championship game, if I wanted to go back to another game or if I wanted to change the order, it's really easy for me to do it in the rundown or for me to actually take things out of order within my tablet here. Some other examples that I wanted to show you that are sports related, just for you to see some different imagery that we have. This is a championship graphic that we made for the story that we had here. But what I really want to focus in on is the type of technology that we're using to be able to create the transitions easily between these graphics. So here we have, again, scenes that are created by journalists, variants that are added to the rundown. They can add to the template, they can add any kind of text, any kind of imagery like the logos or the headshots. And again, with the transition logic, I can have any of these presents be the first, the middle, or the last of the group. So again, I can go out of order, I can change things really easily by many different ways of controlling it. Now, something important that I also want to bring to your attention is the VSAR plugin itself that is an actual plugin to Unreal. So if you have Unreal, VSAR, Prime VSAR is a plugin that will go into your Unreal, will give you a bunch of geometry that you can use to make these kind of graphics. So here we have what I call an onion ring or a pie chart. Here's an example of a bar chart. And these examples, not only do they bring the geometry from the plugin, but already the built-in blueprint that will allow you to integrate easily those graphics to our newsroom solution. So here's just another example of what we can do with the solution. We have an entertainment segment here where we have AR and VR graphics. In this segment, I have a bunch of different stories like Dua Lipa, and I also have different stories of the Venice Film Festival. Again, this segment only took 5 minutes to produce. We had the templates available in our Lucy plugin. We were able to fill these out, use any element that we use, not only with our virtual stuff, but also with all of our Prime products as well, and easily make this list. Again, I want to thank everyone that helped us put this together, and especially our creative services team that did such a bang-up job on everything that you're seeing here today. One of the other things I want to ask of you is if you're here in the show, please take a look at our rest of our stands. We have different pods that have different technologies that we want you to see, especially relating to our live cloud-based production. We have a stand that just talks about sports production where we can show you telestration and paint tools, and also our Prime offering when it comes to sports. That's really exciting. So please take an opportunity to go to the different pods around the stand, and thank you so much for watching.
This newscast is brought to you by Lavo.